With the release of LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, I wanted to celebrate by playing the game's predecessor, LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga. For those of you who are unaware, The Complete Saga is a game that came out in 2007 and allowed you to play through all of the original trilogy and prequel trilogy Star Wars movies. I used to play this game all the time when I was really young, specifically on my iPod Touch, which I don't know why, because I had an Xbox, but I guess I just played it on my iPod for some reason. Anyway, the point I'm getting at is that it's been a really long time since I've played this game. So I wanted to do something special, some sort of a challenge run. And then it hit me. Beating LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga without dying. Is it even possible? So I had my goal set, my mission in mind, and I booted up my stream, bought the game on Xbox, and started it up. And how did it go? Well, the first level of LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga is called Negotiations. It's a really straightforward and short level, and there was no way that I was ever gonna die on this. Yeah, bitch. Oh. Yeah, this is when I realized that this challenge might be a lot harder than I anticipated. Oh, don't mind my changing clothes, by the way. I'm filming this on different days, which means, you know, whatever. I did manage to make it through the rest of the level without a single death, but that kind of made me very hesitant about this challenge. Bear in mind that the goal was to get through all 36 levels without dying, and I just died on probably the easiest out of all of them. The next level takes place on Naboo and features probably the best Star Wars character of all time. Now, this level is arguably even easier than the first. I managed to get through this one without a single death. Nice, we're back on track. Or so I thought. In the next episode, you play as Queen Amidala and Captain Panaka escaping Naboo with Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan. That was too many names and too many words at once. Now, this level proved to be a little bit more difficult. I had 2 total deaths on this, and I reacted to them very maturely. Hello, droids. Oh my god, okay, it's actually really bad. Jump down, you fucking twat, Padme! But you know, that was nothing, just an unlucky break. 2 deaths isn't that much in the grand scheme of things. The next level is the pod racing level, which terrified me when I was younger. Mostly because I didn't know what would happen if I lost the race. Like, I was 6, how was I meant to know what would happen? Either way, it was way easier than I remember, and I got through it no problem. This next level, however, I didn't like this level. So you know how I was pretty comfortably sitting at 3 deaths before this? This level gave me 7 more. This level alone. And to be fair, a large percentage of those deaths were because I wasn't paying attention. Something about that I just found really cool when I was young. What? But it was around this time that I stopped asking the question, can you beat the game without dying? Because clearly, I can't, I suck. So I instead started to ask the question, what is the minimum amount of deaths you could beat the game with? Then we move on to level 6, which is of course the Darth Maul boss fight. I racked up 5 deaths on this level, but I don't think any of them were actually from Darth Maul. I'm pretty sure they were due to being swarmed by droids, and also just being a downright idiot. So as I finished episode 1, I was sitting on 15 deaths. Bearing in mind that the goal was to beat all 36 levels without a single death. But you know what? It's fine, because episode 2's next, and episode 2 can't be that hard, can it? It was at the first level of episode 2 that I rediscovered my absolute most passionate hatred of this game. Ship levels. Throughout the game, there are many occasions where you take part in legendary Star Wars space battles. Sounds cool, right? Well, bear in mind that this game was released in 2007, and therefore the controls are, for lack of a better term, janky as fuck, which means that the flying controls for this game are just awful. They really suck. And wouldn't you know it, the first level of episode 2 is one of these levels. Hard for me to say, but I jumped from 15 to 26 deaths off this episode alone. And of course, like a good sport and a really well-experienced streamer, I was handling this very maturely and very well. Fucking die. Fucking die. What the fuck? And the next level has us taken to Camino. This level actually didn't go that bad. I racked up 4 deaths on this level, which, I mean, you know, isn't great, because I'm at a total of 30 deaths, and the goal is to get 0, but hey, at this point, I'll take what I can get. Anyway, things continue to kind of stay in the same kind of lane for a while. I racked up 3 deaths in both level 3 and 4, respectively, and then I realized that level 5 of episode 2 was a ship mission. Or just a shit mission. Honestly, either term would be appropriate here. This one takes place in the Battle of Geonosis, and this was my worst level yet. Before starting the level, I was at 36 deaths. When I finished the level, I was at 50. I just can't wrap my head around the controls of ships in this game. I mean, who at Warner Bros. Designed it like this? However, luckily the next level was pretty easy. I mean, it's your average, like, duel level, so I only got 2 deaths. Next up, Episode 3, my personal favorite Star Wars movie, and it starts with a ship mission. It starts with a ship mission. God damn it. However, in fairness, this ship mission is a little kinder to you than others. You don't actually have to do a whole lot. You just kind of, like, move about a bit, and the game kind of guides you. The level aboard Grievous's ship was pretty harsh, leaving me with a lovely number of 60 deaths. The next level was fighting Grievous with Obi-Wan and Cody, and I actually went through it without a single death, making it the first level I'd done in ages without a death. Never mind, I died at the end. I died. The next level was about the droid attack on the Wookiees. I did die quite a few times on this level, but at least it helped me reach the magic number. Wait, death number. But then something magical happened. I got through a level without dying. I'm so proud of myself. I'm so proud. Oh my god. The next level was probably the coolest level in the game. It's a boss fight versus Obi-Wan or Anakin, depending as who you want to fight. It's really awesome. Like, you can take both perspectives of the story. It's great. But they have a little bit at the start of the level, which isn't that fun. You have to run through a corridor as the floor collapses beneath you, and I died 7 times on this section alone. However, that was the only other time that I died throughout the level, which means that I ended the prequel trilogy on a grand total of 74 deaths. Bear in mind that we are 50% through, and the goal is to complete all 100% with 0 deaths. Next, we move over to the original trilogy, and this was awful. This was genuinely awful. The first level takes you aboard the Tantum 4 as you are invaded by Darth Vader and his Imperial troops. Now, not only is this, in my opinion, a fantastic level, I love this one, but I also think it's one of the easiest. I managed to get through it with just 2 deaths, so already, not too bad of a start, right? Level 2 on Tatooine was a little more difficult. I got 3 deaths on this one. I think, honestly, one of the main reasons why I've been struggling so much up to this point is because I haven't played this game in, like, a decade. And yes, this is just me trying to make excuses because I've gotten 80 deaths in a Lego game. And then things continue to pan out in a pretty normal way. I got 3 deaths on level 3 and only 1 deaths on level 4. Great, maybe this will be my best level yet. That would be good. And then I reached level 5. Now, I don't know what it is, because level 5 isn't even specifically that difficult, but there's just this one section towards the very end where you're being swarmed by like a million stormtroopers at once, and it's so difficult to beat them all without dying. I died 11 times on this level, which is far more than all the previous levels combined on this episode. And as if the gods decided that I haven't suffered enough, the last level is a ship mission. Who designed these? It's just literally, you do these really janky ass movements, pick up some purple balls, and then pew, 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 and that's the whole level. That's not a mission. That's just tedious. Either way, episode 4 went really good in the first section, but then horribly in the last 2 levels. Therefore, I racked up 98 deaths. And I would move straight on to episode 5, but I think now's a good time that I tell you something. It was around this time that I realized that I just wasn't gonna stream the rest of the game. Look, okay, I don't have the time for this, okay? I've got my GCSEs in a month, which, you know, kind of big deal. And I just have so much else going on in my life. Like, I don't physically have time to stream myself trying to not die in a Lego game. So instead, I recorded my gameplay at the last 2 episodes. And because it was depressing me, I also got rid of the death counter because, I mean, at this point, the title is Can You Beat the Game Without Dying? And we very clearly established that I absolutely cannot do that. So I thought, well, is it really worth it? So in the end, I finished Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga with a total death counter of who cares, like, just at all. You can watch the whole VOD of me playing through the prequel trilogy out on my live channel right now. QWERTY Live link is in the description or in the end screen. But yeah, thank you for watching, and Natalie Portman in Lego form. That's all I'm gonna say.
Long live the underdog. Came out for my supper after hours, so society won't catch him undercover. Understand that this sobriety don't mean won't take your number. You hiding from the storm, I'm just rolling with the thunder. I feel all energies to all the small, let them be. Bro, taking shots, it's not about Henny, motherfuckers.